Alright, so before you get into the studio, it's best if you have inspiration in mind already. Since if you get in front of a desk and you sit down in front of FL Studio and have no ideas, then you'll get frustrated that you cannot think of anything. And that's called writer's block or producer's block. And there are a couple of ways, or actually tens or hundreds of ways of fighting the writer's block. So if you sit down and you feel like you would like to make a song or a beat at least, or some kind of art, which music is, what I would personally start with are some harmonies, such as chord progression or melodies. So if you can't play a piano keyboard, you can get a small 32 keys at least MIDI keyboard and start playing with it, with some piano applied on it, such as FL keys for example. Or play it with your typing keyboard, since it's very fast and you don't have to even move your hand to a MIDI controller. But now continuing, when you can play piano, you cannot get really inspired by the piano sound. So the first thing you do when opening some VST instrument, you'll go to dance piano for example, and check how this thing sounds. Maybe you can play some chords with it. Right? Or go to next one and see how it sounds. You just need to help your mind getting inspired, since the idea is first step in making a great sounding track. But if you still can't get any idea out of your head with simple piano, you can go and open any synth that you have on your computer or download a free VST instruments, and to some of them you have the link to download in the course files. But FL Studio comes with a lot of inbuilt synth, which is for example GMS, which is pretty simple synthesizer, which we'll go into later in the course, and stuff like SimSynth, which comes with really nice 80s sounding synths when you want to make some synthwave for example. Really punchy and deep basses here. And you can choose for example some orchestral synths. But that's super electronic sounding, and we don't really want it in trap music unless you have your own concept for that. But for trap music we would like something more organic, more real sounding, like real instruments. That's why sampling is super convenient in this case, or having an instrument which has those sounds in it. Like, why do everybody is talking about Omnisphere? Since Omnisphere has inbuilt thousands of real sounding instruments with complicated and advanced processing already applied on it. So you don't have to go and apply tons of effects to get the sound to get you inspired super quick. You can go with Sakura for sure, which has a lot of organic sounds in it. Here for example. Which comes with FL Studio but in trial version, or get some more advanced third-party plugins, which you also have a list of in the downloads of the course. But there are a lot of third-party plugins that are free and provide organic sounding instruments, which you have a list of in the downloads of this course. So why I'm talking about this? Since this thing or this thing is a trigger to your song. Everything that you do at the beginning stage makes your whole track. So the first step, which is sound selection, is the most important in making music. And that's something that people at the beginning stage of music production don't remember of or forget easily about it. Of course, you can do crazy nice things with melody loops, which you have, for example, in our trap sample pack here. And then you can chop those up and make nice melody and harmonies out of it. So to sum it up, we need to start with great input, such as great sound or great harmonies, because it's pretty easy to make very easy harmony sounding great with a great sound. And the worse sound you have, the better your harmonies should be. But it's not a law or something. So don't bother with that. If you don't have any of the third-party plugins, it's totally okay. And for purpose of this course, I have prepared an organic sounding instrument like a kalimba or guitar, which is here in the course downloads in the samples bag. So let's load it here. And as you can see, it comes with the direct wave player. And you can't do a lot of things here. You can turn up the volume. But if you'd like to go to the zone, it says it's not available for us. But we can go into trial mode, click on the zone here, and see that it doesn't work here, right? Now our instrument doesn't play, but now if you load up your instrument once again here, now you'll be able to turn up the release, for example, here. So that's our Easter egg or a glitch in the system here. So we'll take advantage of it for the purpose of this course.